Tomorrow is a new day. His mercies are new every morning. He restores what the locusts have eaten. If you have had 10 years of locusts eating your marriage, tomorrow's a new day. You go home, you are done with trying to do it yourself. It's not working. If it's not working, it's not working. Don't fool yourself. I prayed with this sweet lady. You know, are you tired enough? Are you lonely enough? I mean, what does it take to really be done? When God birthed in me that book, Circle Makers, and it birthed in me, I want more of him. I'm just now done with homeschooling, and I'm so not done with more. And so I started listening all these things I want more of, and more of, more of. And I went to my husband and I said, listen here. I know we've just graduated all our kids, and I know we could just kind of coast the rest of our life. We're done with the hardest part. And of course, you can tell I'm naive enough to not know the next chapter to even say that. But anyway. And I said, I want more now. I'm not satisfied with being the average happy married couple because, frankly, Brian, the average happy married couple isn't happy. And that will not work for me. I don't want to just grow old with you. I want the next chapter of our life to be great. I'm not sure what I have to do to participate in great with you, but we're going to have great because you know what? I cannot be satisfied dying with you and be miserable between now and then. I'm not accepting the fact that I don't like you and you don't like me. We're going to get better whether it matters or not. And you know what? I'm going to do everything I can on my side to get better because I am going to die with you. I tell my husband all the time, I am going to die beside you because I need to remind myself of that every now and then. Because how many of you can sell them for about 10 cents any one given day because you have a moment of yourself and the enemy has you for a moment. And you go, what was I thinking when I said I do? And I want to go, no one drug you down the aisle. You chose. You vowed. And some of you all are in such a bad place that the only answer is God. You can't take any picture enough and pour anything into you. You go to him and have him fill you so much that he ekes himself into your marriage. You can't fix your marriage. You can't even fix your teenagers. That's for certain. But I'm just telling you, this weekend has so encouraged me because when I see women go back to their marriages, that's the best homeschooling you'll do. I hope you're not good at Algebra 2 and horrible at being a wife. That would be so out of line. There was a time I was better at Algebra 2 than being a wife. And it was just easier to do this because that was hard. And I'm telling you, and we have something we decided early in our marriage, besides going to marriage retreats all the time, is we decided that the most mature person between the two of us must rise up and say they're sorry. Will the most mature person please rise up and say, I'm sorry? Will the most full of God person please rise up and say, I'm sorry, I have been forgiven, therefore I forgive. I have needed grace, therefore I extend. Did you not love it when, oh my gosh, Susan Christman said, gosh, I got to give you that nugget again. You've got to know. I had my husband in a cage of what I thought he should be. In a cage. That's almost embarrassing. I mean, really, come on. Who are we to cage a man? I had my husband in a cage of what I thought he should be. Therefore, I lived disappointed. She decided to look for the good. You know what she decided? Let me tell you what she decided to do. She decided to become obedient to the God she loved. She did not become obedient to her husband. Jerry didn't change on Susan's choice. She decided to be obedient because Philippians 4:8 says, if there is anything praiseworthy, let your mind dwell on those things. Some of you are so dwelling on what he doesn't do that you have forgotten what he does do. And you married him for what he did do, and now you're hanging him by what he doesn't do. Shame on you and us and me. God forgive us for not being better instruments in our marriages. But just so you'll know, you're in a room of all of us who've done this. Don't think, oh man, I've really screwed my marriage up. These women who were talking to me, I'm like, don't even think I have this much judgment for you. A sin is a sin is a sin. We all are sinners in here. You can come here and barf up any sin to anybody in this room. The summit, in my mind, must be known for transparency, or it is a place I cannot lead or be involved with. If we're not transparent, I'm done. I can't hide behind any more masks. They're too heavy, ladies. Oh, I'm fine. I am not fine. I don't even like my husband. I don't like my kids. I'm telling you, that's me. In the last 7 years, I have been through a season. I don't like anybody in my house. And I don't even like me because I don't like them, and I'm supposed to. I'm telling you, sweet, sweet surrender is your friend. Are you tired enough yet of having an average, unhappy marriage? You let your husband out of the cage. Take expectations off your husband. Put them on God. He can handle it. He never fails you. He never forsakes you. And free your husband up. Maybe then he could become the man he was called to be because he's not carrying the weight of your expectations around. Or your disappointment. He's so sure that if he breathes this way or this way or this way, he will disappoint you again. Shame on us. My husband has said to me, can I do anything right? Don't even, I'm so sad that you can say that. I'm so sad that you can say that, here I think I'm a decent woman and I love Jesus. And I have a man who feels like he can do nothing right before his judge and wife. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I have judged another, and you do not judge me. You died for me and gave me grace of all grace. Can I not extend to him that which you have given me? Can I not extend to my teenager who is rebelling in every way that grace you have given me? Can I not extend to my homeschool that grace? I don't get all my classes right. You all heard me last night say, you know the reason I said I was a bad homeschooler, and part of me says, this is probably not the place to say you're a bad homeschool mom. Like, there's so many things that the enemy has already got me regretting that I said, so just know that. But I just said, that's the truth. I felt like I was bad. I felt like I wasn't doing it right, doing it good enough. But hey, are you really ever good enough for your kids? You want more for your kids than you can be. So let's don't let the enemy have that ground. He is sufficient. We need to do what Cheryl Lane said to do. Oh, was that not incredible when she said, are you trying to pour him into your children with the wrong utensil? Are you trying to, it's just on list on one of your checklists, pour into my kids. You know what? Stop pouring into your kids. Seek him. He will overflow into your kids. That's what she said. Is this on my earring again this year? Seek him. Stop trying to put Jesus into their lives. Stop it. I wanted such good kids. Just seek him. Stop, drop, and seek. Let me remind you of a couple other take-homes. I love what Connie just said. Here, Lord, take what I have and make it enough. You take that home, ladies.